This is the weeping bolete, which is a common edible mushroom found growing with coniferous trees, especially near pine trees, as I found this one. You'll often find them growing in large numbers rather than just one. The cap of the weeping bolete is anywhere from 4 to 10 centimetres in diameter. It's this light brown to yellowish brown colour, smooth and sticky when you touch it, and when it's moist you might even notice a slightly slimy texture. Underneath the mushroom you'll find pores instead of gills, and the pores are small, round and have a yellow colour. And a key identifying feature is that they often release droplets of a milky fluid, especially on younger specimens, and these droplets darken in colour with age, and the droplets are also what give the weeping bolete its name, because it weeps this milky fluid. The stem is quite thin, typically lighter in colour than the cap, and it's often covered with small granules, especially near the top, and that's caused by the weeping droplets of milky fluid drying out on the stem. The flesh inside doesn't change colour when it's cut, and it tends to be yellow and soft. The weeping bolete, as I said earlier, is edible, but there is a but, even a couple of buts. It must be cooked before consumption. Even then, it does cause gastric upset in a small minority of people. And it's also got this reputation, which I kind of agree with, for not being the nicest of the edible bolete type mushrooms around. So although I do occasionally eat it, it tends to be only when there is nothing else around. The flavour is mild and slightly nutty, but mushrooms in the Pseuilus genus can, with some people, as I mentioned, cause gastric upsets. But the risk of this is reduced significantly by removing the slimy skin of the cap and the pores underneath. Another incentive for doing that is that it makes the mushroom more palatable anyway, because the cap skin is greasy and the pores are an unpleasant mushy texture when cooked. But even if you do remove those parts of the mushroom, I do still advise, if you've never had it before, to just try a small bit first, cooked, and then wait 24 hours just to make sure there's no gastric upset. Now, if I was going to use this mushroom like a normal mushroom, just on the side as opposed to in a soup, for example, I would first of all slice it up and then dry it, and then rehydrate it ready to cook and eat. And this process just seems to improve the texture slightly. Otherwise, just use them in dishes where the texture is less noticeable, like soups and stews. I have also heard reports of this mushroom causing contact dermatitis, possibly because of the milky sap. I've never had an issue. It is only in a minority of people apparently, but if unsure or if any doubt, maybe best to just wear gloves. There are some close lookalikes to the weeping bolete, but this is the only one that exudes the milky sap. Now, having listened to all of this video and everything I've said, believe me, I will completely forgive you if you watch this video and say, thanks James, that's quite interesting, but you know what, I think I'll take a pass.